Hello, I'm Brenda Weatherby and welcome to my kitchen. Thanks for joining me today on Wild Flavors. This is a very special recipe. It's actually a new recipe for me. When I was a child, we would go to this restaurant in California called the Apple Farm. I would always order turkey pot pie. I've never really tried my own because normally when you have a turkey from the store, you dress it all up for Thanksgiving. But now here in Wyoming, we have turkey everywhere. So every spring and fall, we can usually tag at least one turkey. So this is a great recipe for that. Turkey pot pie you can have at all times of year. It's savory. The crust on top is amazing. Both of my children love it as much as I do. So this will be turkey pot pie. I have most of our ingredients here prepped. The turkey is already cubed and cooked. I just boil that like a slow, well, I bring it to a boil and then slow simmer it in some chicken stock so it's nice and tender for that turkey pot pie. I also am just going to get my carrots here and slice up a few more. Let's move this out of the way. So about a 1/4 inch thick. I needed a few more, so I'll add that to my bowl and we will be just about set. As always, we will have all of the quantities of the ingredients for you as we go and then also at the end of the show. So let's go get this turkey pot pie going. Okay, let's get this filling started. We're gonna start with high heat and take our 1/2 stick of butter and get that to melt. I think some people might do more butter, but I thought a 1/2 stick was a lot. So I cut this down and I thought it was amazing. So we're gonna go with 1/2. If you think it should be a little more savory, you could do up to a whole stick of butter. Okay, so that's gonna melt. We have our diced onion. So we're gonna put that in. And our celery. You can't have turkey without celery. I don't know why. It's like celery and peanut butter or celery and turkey, but you have to have celery. And then our carrots. So that's gonna take a little bit for the butter to melt and all those veggies to cook. It's probably about 5 minutes, but you want the onion to be kind of translucent, that it's kind of caramelized a little bit in that butter. So let's let that cook just for a few minutes. Okay, this is good and sauteed, so we are going to add our flour. And we're just going to kind of get it all incorporated in so every little piece of veggie has a little bit of flour on it. That's going to create that great gravy-like sauce. Okay, so as soon as we got that, we're going to add the milk. My daughter's allergic to milk, so I have made this with almond milk and didn't even know the difference. So don't let that stop you if you need that. Okay, we are going to whisk a little. Perfect. And as it gets to be a paste, we will just add the chicken stock. Whisk some more. it's going to, as it heats up, it's just going to thicken. So we're going to get it to where it's like a nice thick gravy consistency. And add a little bit more thyme. There we go. Okay, it's getting bubbly, and that white kind of gravy looks perfect. Okay, so once you feel good about that, you can add your pre-cooked turkey in those little small bite-sized pieces. If those are too big, then they're going to struggle eating it. So make sure they're small enough to where you can get one in each bite. So there's your turkey. This is turkey breast. So no dark meat in this, just all white meat. And corn, if you have fresh, that's great. If you like peas, you can do frozen peas at this point too. I love fresh peas, but I'm not a frozen or canned pea girl, so I'm gonna do corn in this one. Okay, let's turn that and simmer that. Okay, so this is pretty much ready, but we have to add the magic, which is the crust on top. So we are going to go back to, I'm actually going to just turn this off. If the consistency wasn't as gravy-like, you could simmer this while you do the crust, but this came together pretty quickly. So we're going to just let this sit, go back and get our crust. Okay, while the filling's cooking and simmering, we're going to prep the dough. You can buy a pre-bought, refrigerated pie crust like the one I have here. Make your own if you're so daring. And also the recipe can accommodate a puff pastry. So see what you like. So I'm just gonna roll this out just a tiny bit just to expand it. So it's gonna fit and overlap onto my skillet. I'm gonna cut just a few little holes to release some steam. If we need to add some more, we will, but don't get too fussy on this. It's just pie crust. It's gonna be amazing. So, okay, let's take this back over to the skillet. Okay, this is a little messy, but we are going to just lightly put that on top and then kind of tuck it in. Your skillet's probably gonna be hot, so just kind of tuck it in so it looks right. And you don't make a mess in your oven, or you'll never make it again. So just keep it all inside. Okay. There we go. Fabulous. Air pockets, I don't think I need any more. We are good. Okay, so, don't forget the egg wash. Sometimes I skip this step because I'm being lazy, but every time I do it, it creates a much better presentation in the end. How it browns just makes it look like you're a pro. So let's do it since we, whoa, a little bit. That's all right, just make it work. And actually, that was exactly the right amount. Sometimes you have to improvise. Okay, so the egg wash is there. We can still see, since I did that, I'm just gonna cut a few more since I drowned that. It is not gonna make a difference, but we make sure we have some eggs, little slits there. Okay. Now, we have the 425 oven already preheated, so this is gonna go in there. Okie doke. And we will sit patiently while that cooks. Okay, here it is. It cooked for about 25 minutes in a 425 oven. The crust is all flaky, just like we like it. Reminds me of a little bit of my childhood. It's gonna be a little messy to get out of the pan, but that's all right. Think you're at your dining room table, you're scooping this out for your family. You wouldn't want anything else. So it is going to be very hot. So you're probably going to want to let it cool for a few minutes before you try it. But all that yummy filling. Okay. Now, I'm going to be careful so I don't burn myself. Super good. Get a little bit of turkey. Okay, what's awesome about this is, you know, turkey sometimes can be a little bit tough, but you've cooked it before, then you've let it cook for 25 minutes in this big gravy. So it's super tender. It's just fabulous. Your kids are gonna love it. It's awesome. Turkey pot pie. Another easy recipe for you to enjoy with your wild game. I love that it's in one pot to clean, beautiful presentation, and very homey and cozy. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Wild Flavors, and I hope to see you next time.